Has your life descended into chaos? Did you fight with your partner? Is your laptop glitching? Do you suddenly want bangs? Are you going through an identity crisis? No matter what is going wrong, you can blame it on this: the planet Mercury. Why? Because apparently, Mercury retrograde is back to ruin your life. And we aren't saying this, Gen Z is. We'll tell you why. But first, what is Mercury retrograde? First, let's explain this through the lens of astrology. Astrology says that Mercury governs communication, technology, transportation, and commerce. Basically, it oversees everything from texts and emails to travel plans. But a few times a year, Mercury goes retrograde. It starts going backward, apparently. So everything starts behaving erratically, and life goes for a toss for us Earthlings. This is what astrology says. And what does actual science say? It vigorously disputes this belief. Actual scientists say that there's no such thing as Mercury going backwards, and retrograde is an optical illusion. You see, Mercury is the planet closest to the Sun. It revolves around the Sun in just 88 days. That is way faster than Earth, which takes 365 days. So think about it. Mercury always wins the race. It's running in an inner lane, and Earth is in an outer lane. They both make their way on a circular track and in the same direction. But Mercury has a shorter distance to travel. Plus, it's going much faster. So when Mercury passes between the Earth and the Sun, about 3 or 4 times a year, it creates an optical illusion, which makes it seem like the planet is going backwards, when it's not. So obviously, studies show that there is no correlation between the said movement of planets and the behavior of people. Yet, Gen Z is not willing to be persuaded, and it has borrowed this belief from staunch millennial retrograders. Gen Z is going boy sober for Mercury retrograde. They are taking oaths to not text their ex. They are buying retrograde merch, from t-shirts to cups. McDonald's is running Mercury retrograde deals, and astrologers are turning into political analysts.
About it in the same way you would think of weather. If you go outside and it's raining, you're going to be like, oh wow, I'm on a planet and there's weather. And the same thing happens with astrology. We get more directly affected. And in particular with the election season, we're not just dealing with a solar eclipse in Aries, which brings up major issues around the military and policing, which is both domestic, but also our role in other countries in wars and things like that.
The global market for astrology is worth about $13 billion. It's expected to reach about $23 billion by 2031. So the market is booming, and much of it is being driven by the young. 62% of Gen Z believes in astrology.
He cheated on you? It's because he's a Gemini. Ugh, I can't go out. My horoscope says I'll be sick tomorrow.
Whether they're posting memes about Mercury in retrograde or getting live readings from astrology influencers, astrology has become a part of Gen Z social media. It's normal to ask others about star signs now. People rarely get judged for that. Sometimes they do get judged if they don't know the answer though. So astrology has trickled into everyday life. Plus, technology has helped, making it possible for beginners to generate charts via apps or access astrological interpretations. There are astrology dating apps, podcasts, even books that appeal to the young. Now, Mercury in retrograde has become a household phrase. So, amid wars, economic and political turmoil, and climate change, Gen Z is finding comfort in astrology. It's trying to make sense of an increasingly confusing world. It may not be completely logical, But if they can blame their existential crises on Mercury, then too bad for the planet, but so be it.
Across continents, one powerful news source.
Bringing you diverse perspectives on the issues that matter.
We go beyond the boundaries to give you that little extra about every sporting moment. So thank you for making Firstpost 5 million strong. We're counting on your support, and you can trust us to bring you the news unfiltered and unvarnished.
Climate change is on our doorstep. It's time for a revolution to take root. And it starts with 1.4 billion Indians. It starts with one tree for humanity, one tree for Mother Earth, one tree for our future. Project One Tree, a News 18 network initiative.
On this today, the T20 World Cup bandwagon has moved across to the West Indies. What can we expect from this?
Hello, I'm Alison Green, coming to you from Durban, South Africa. Today we have a special
Start with a report on India's shifting nuclear posture. The first time since India officially became a nuclear power.
Hello and welcome to Firstpost America. I'm Aaron Ham, coming to you live from the nation's capital.